Hi guys, it's Andrew from Eastonmade Wood Splitters today, and welcome back to the Eastonmade channel. We've had some pretty sad news in the wood yard this weekend. We had a very good friend of ours pass. We had Chuck Rogers from Iron Oak Sawmill. The good Lord needed him more than we did. And that's unfortunate. He was a fantastic human being. Hard to know what his plan is, but these things are pretty devastating. I had the opportunity to meet Chuck on a handful of occasions. I've been friends with him for a couple of years here now, and he's been a huge supporter of Eastonmade and the Woodhound community as a whole. Chuck was an incredible human being. If you had the opportunity to meet him, you know what I'm talking about. He was just a great person. The world will definitely be a lesser spot without him. This community will be a lesser spot without him. My heart goes out to Deb and the entire Rogers family. It's one of those instances where it shows you how precious life really is. A fellow like that, you think he's in pretty good shape, and all of a sudden he's not with you anymore. And he was, again guys, if you had the opportunity to meet him, your life's better for it. I absolutely promise you that. He was an incredible friend, an incredible husband. He was one of those people that more of us should aspire to be. He really was, guys. So my heart definitely goes out to Deb and the entire Woodhound community, Chuck's family. That's a huge loss, guys. I really I don't know what to say. He was again, he's one of those guys you wouldn't expect that to a guy to go that quick on you. However, like I said, the good Lord's got his ways and his plans for us. So that's all we can do with it, guys. What I'm going to show you today, guys, is an Eastonmade Axis that is electric. From this side, it looks like any other of our Eastonmade Axis machines. It has the log lift standard on it. This one does not have the conveyor on it. We can put it on, no problem at all. But on this side of it, there is a 220 volt, 3-phase motor, and the standard 16 gallon per minute pump on it. This will run the exact same way as our normal Axis. It's not going to perform any better than what our Axis normally would. That engine or that motor is the horsepower that we need. With the 37E, we were able to get a motor that was the same horsepower as, or quite a bit more horsepower electrically than what our Kubota was. So we were able to put a bigger pump on it. It's a little different setup. Where with this, it's going to perform exactly the same way as what our Axis normally would. However, you don't have the maintenance of an engine. You don't have the fuel costs. You don't have oil changes. So you don't need to worry about fuel gumming up. Nothing like that. We've had a couple of people comment on the difference of electric power over gas. The electric is much more efficient. It is. If you put pen to paper, this thing doesn't run full amperage very often. It's very low amperage, the same as what an engine would be. It really doesn't have much of a draw on it unless you get into something that's really naughty or gnarly, which is few and far between for this particular machine. So there is a significant fuel savings there. Another big question that we've got asked is about power requirements for this. This is a 220 volt 3-phase. We can do this in 460, 600 volts. However, we can't do this single phase. It is very difficult to find a motor big enough that is single phase to be able to run that size of pump. Typically 7.5 horsepower is kind of the cutoff for a standard electric motor that's 220 single phase. Can we run it with that 7.5 horsepower? Yeah, we can. We're not going to be able to put as big of a pump on it. We're not going to be able to have it perform as well. So we've had that question several times over the course of 37E videos, and I'm sure I'm going to get it on this one too. We just can't get a motor with enough power at a single phase. You'd have to have a huge motor with a pile of amperage going to it in order for it to work. So you likely won't see us do that, just for that exact reason, that they don't make a motor that's feasible to be able to do that with. Anyways guys, I'll quit rambling on. I'll go ahead and split some of this wood up. If you haven't done so yet, hit the subscribe button on the bottom, give her a big thumbs up. I'll go ahead, I'll show you how it works, guys. Well guys, as you can see, that functions just about the exact same as any other Axis. Like I said, the biggest advantage is you don't have the maintenance or the fuel that is involved with a gasoline engine. The other nice thing about it too is you can run it inside too, right? You have a big building, a pole barn, something of the sort that has the power to run this. You could set up a really really nice bundling operation using this machine. Anyways, guys, if you liked the video, give it a big thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button down below. I really appreciate everybody's feedback and support. Let me know what you think of these electric machines. I've had a lot of different opinions and I'd like to hear yours. Anyways, guys, thanks a lot. Hope to see you on the next one.